Conor, welcome to the Celtic Ross for the West Cork Sports Star Awards. What's it like to be back home in West Cork again?
Brilliant, yeah. Always like to come back. Always, try and get back in the summertime. Really delighted to be back. We're probably about 3 or 4 or 5 days into being back now and heading back in a few days' time. We've been absolutely blessed with the weather as well, with the kids and stuff. So it's been brilliant.
Is it important for you to get home as much as you can?
Yeah, I think so. Especially touching base with people that the season's relentless. It's so hard to get back during the course of the season. So, mum and dad and brother and sister always kind of come to me during the season, so it's always nice to repay the favour in the summer, come back, with my wife, my kids, and let mum and dad spend more time with the grandkids and all the rest of it. So it's always something that I like doing every summer since I've moved to England. Has always come back every summer. I think it's really important, really.
Does it ever kind of dawn on you that you were 16 when you left West Cork to kind of chase your dream over in England, and you're 32 now and you're still there? Like it's been an incredible
33,
story.
You're being kinder.
33. Oh.
Look, time goes. It's scary. Like you said, moving at 16 and spending over half my life now in England. Where's that time gone? It goes quickly, but look, I've been delighted with what I've done, what I've achieved. I've absolutely made the utmost of myself and sacrificed and worked tirelessly every single day to try and forge a career for myself. I've had some very unbelievable days over in England with big teams and big games and internationally. So look, it's been an absolute amazing ride. It's obviously going to continue on again next season. But yeah, it's sometimes when you look back and you sit down and have a look at it, it's very few and far between people manage to do it, and I've been thrilled with what I've been able to do.
You mentioned next season. That's the next chapter in your story. So you just last week the news broke that you signed back with Barnsley, your former club, in a kind of a hybrid player-coach role. So tell us a small bit about how this move came about.
So obviously I was doing the 16s last year at Barnsley while with Villa. I was doing the Villa 16s and the Barnsley 16s while playing, so it was a busy year last year. It's obviously something that I've been, working towards, coaching badges and looking to the future basically, so it's something I'm really passionate about. Barnsley, a club I had success with before, they sacked their manager. The new manager was coming in and reshuffling the pack with his staff and stuff, and a kind of an opportunity came for me to be a part of his coaching staff and play a little bit as well. And I thought, it's probably the perfect time, perfect chance to dip my toe into the other side of the game and learn, get experience, and it's something I'm really looking forward to, really.
And how does a player-coach role work then, even in terms of training and games?
It's going to be difficult, I think. From I've spoken to a couple of people who have had them roles. They're not regular. Fortunate enough for Barnsley to give me the opportunity to do that. How it's going to turn out, I don't know. Will I do more coaching? Will I do more playing? Time will tell on that. But I'm going to have to keep myself somewhat fit. And then be involved in coaching and the organisation of day-to-day staff and coaching jobs. So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be tough, it's going to be different, but what I'm really looking forward to, and to gain that vital experience for investing in my future kind of thing is something that I think this time now is something that I can really grab hold of, learn, gain experience, and stand me in good stead moving forward.
I see, but into the contract too, in 2 years' time you're becoming a full-time first-team coach. So is that almost putting the clock on your playing career? Like, is that the end date for Conor the player?
I don't know. If I last 2 years playing, Jesus, I don't know. So, look, time will tell. I think that's kind of a clause in there for now. Let's just see how the next couple of years go. How much do I play? How much I'm enjoying the coaching? How well it's going for me? And how much influence I'm having in and around the club. So let's just see on that. There's not really a time frame, but I suppose they had to put something in there for legal reasons. So, it's. I think there's a coaching job for me on the horizon there, in the distant future, which is great to have the security as well.
I was watching an episode of The Overlap lately. Did Wayne Rooney on, and Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville were asking him this before Wayne Rooney went back took over at Plymouth. Why do you want to be a manager? Why do you want to be a coach? Because Jamie Carragher couldn't understand why. Like, for you, what is it about coaching and managing that you want to get involved in?
It's probably an obsession about the game. Love the game. The detail that goes into it, the everyday kind of work that goes in with individuals. I think back at good coaches that I had, the time and effort they put in with me to give me a pathway for my career. Obviously, as a player, then you have to grab it and work hard yourself, of course. The success that may come with it. And I think the second best probably thing for a player is to become a coach or a manager, to have that buzz, to have the everyday feel of the game. I can't see myself going without it. So I think there's a lot of detail and organisation and planning goes into, a coaching role and a manager's role that people don't see, and that's something that I've always been obsessed with and loved. And there's a lot of aspects, I suppose, but I think it's that real obsession and love for the game. And I think you have to love it and not be obsessed with it if you're going to go down that road of coaching and management, because it takes over your life, and you have to be willing to put in that time to be a success at it.
And you're obsessed to the point where you have your own coaching Bible. I was reading a very interesting piece in The Athletic where you've been putting together kind of notes and so on for the last couple of years. Talk to me a small bit about that. Like, how long has this been in the building this coaching Bible?
I probably started my badges during COVID. An opportunity came to start badges over the COVID period, but taking notes and reading articles and analysing sessions and all that has probably been going on for 6 or 7 years now, jotting things down on books and on notepads. Tidied that up now, and they're all on laptops and all the rest of it. And speaking to a lot of managers and sporting directors who I would meet and ask them questions and pick their brains on certain managers, or why do you appoint this manager, or why do you appoint that coach? And they've given me huge advice on that. And every young modern day coach now is unbelievable on laptops, and they're technology savvy and all the rest of it, because you have to be independent. You can't rely on anyone. You have to be able to do it yourself. And it's just all snowballed into this fascination of the coaching side of the game. And it's like I said, that detail, that planning, that organisation of your sessions and writing things down that you don't want to forget. It's just something that I love doing, and like I said, it's kind of taken over the playing side of my game towards the latter end of my career, and it's something that I'm looking to do moving forward, really.
And you said a couple of times now, Conor, you're not scared of retiring anymore. And I think that's great to hear, because it can leave a void for footballers when there's nothing after football. Like, so you must be so excited for this next chapter when full-time coaching does. Yeah.
Hopefully, if I'm good at it, first and foremost, that's the most important thing, So, look, it's something that I used to be scared of retiring. Didn't really know what I was going to go into or what I was going to do maybe 6 or 7 years ago. But now with the coaching and the coaching badges and the obsession of that side of the game came along, and there was a huge focus on that and obsession with it. So I'm not too scared of retiring now, which is great. You hear about players who retire and they stop and they don't know what to do and they get into trouble and all that. So it's great to have a focus, a purpose, a drive to want to be a success at something else now moving forward. And it's really great, really, to have that and to be into something so much coming to the later years of your career.
Brilliant. Continued success, Conor.
Cheers, thanks.